thank God it's
Friday. Oh, Friday.
It's Aloha Friday. Friday never hesitates. Friday night.
It's Friday night.
Friday night. Friday, I'm in love. Friday night it was late. When Black Friday comes.
In the evening on a Friday night.
Get a check on Friday, but it's already spent.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Actor Rowan Atkinson is not dead, despite yet another death hoax that has now come around a third time. The latest viral death hoax centered on the 63-year-old Mr. Bean star and was an attempt to spread a computer virus. The hoax claimed the actor died in a car crash while attempting to do a stunt. The article first circulated and made headlines in March of 2017. Atkinson was also the victim of a second hoax in July of that year that also falsely reported his death. The latest also included a video with a play button that invited people to watch, which leads to a website asking people to share on Facebook and complete a security test. But after sharing, the site instead offers a support phone number where scammers were allegedly trying to get the caller's credit card information. Don't click on this. Judge Deneen Pirro, who is a psycho, was on The View yesterday to promote her new book, Liars, Leakers, and Liberals. And predictably enough, there was some fireworks. Pirro, who is a Trump supporter, and Whoopi Goldberg got into it real good.
Did you just point at me?
Yes.
Listen, I don't have Trump derangement. Let me tell you what I have.
Okay.
I have I'm tired of people starting a conversation with Mexicans or liars and rapists. I'm tired of people starting a conversation about this country. Listen, I'm 62 years old. There have been a lot of people in office that I didn't agree with, but I have never, ever seen anything like this. I've never seen anybody whip up such hate. I've never seen anybody be so dismissive. And clearly you don't watch the show, so you don't know that I don't suffer from that. What I suffer from is the inability to figure out how to fix this. That's my issue. But one of the things that you talk about a lot, and I'm curious about it, is the deep state. How long has the deep state been there, and who's running it?
Well, I want to answer your question because you had
you a question.
You had your opening statement, which was how horrible it is that Donald Trump is talking about
that's
all
what you,
of these
I'm
people.
Sorry,
you know
baby,
what
that's
I
what
think
you
is
said.
horrible?
You said
Whoopi, you know what's horrible?
that
when people who shouldn't be here end up murdering the children of American citizens.
You know what's horrible? When the president of the United States whips up people to beat the hell out of people.
No.
Say goodbye.
Saying that we never should have landed a man on the moon. It's a mistake. Now everything is compared to that one accomplishment. Now we go, I can't believe they can land a man on the moon and taste my coffee. I think we all would have been a lot happier if we hadn't landed a man on the moon. Then we go, they can't make a prescription bottle top that's easy to open. I'm not surprised they couldn't land a man on the moon. Things make perfect sense to me now. Neil Armstrong should have said, that's one small step for man, one giant leap for every whining, complaining SOB on the face of the earth.
Trump says a second summit with Vladimir Putin will happen in November. Whoa, a second date already? Pretty soon they'll be talking about moving in together. Trump invited Putin to the White House because it's customary to take a tour of your new home before you move in. Not only did Trump invite Putin to Washington to visit the White House, he's also told Melania she's going to have to sleep on the couch. Donald Trump's charity could face criminal charges, his campaign manager is in jail, and his personal attorney is cooperating with the feds. Who could have guessed the highlight of Trump's July was sucking up to Vladimir Putin? A Pennsylvania woman has been ordered to fork over $12,500 for all the tolls she dodged on the turnpike. I feel sorry for whoever stuck behind her at the toll booth when she pulls up to pay all that in quarters. A couple in Florida has won its fight against the city over the right to keep the exterior of their house painted like a famous Vincent van Gogh masterpiece. As part of the ruling, the city's mayor must personally apologize to the couple, then cut off his own ear. Have you seen that video from a restaurant in Georgia where a waitress slams a customer to the ground after he gropes her? I'd like to do the same to the guy who wipes his nose with his hand and then touches everything on the salad bar. China claims to have invented a laser assault rifle that can burn human skin from half a mile away. Meanwhile, yo mama jokes can burn from anywhere. Fans at the San Diego Comic-Con went crazy when they were introduced to the world's first female Doctor Who. They were excited to see one of their favorite science fiction characters, and for many of them, it was their first time being that close to a real woman. A driver in Kentucky narrowly escaped being attacked by a bear when he tried to be friendly to it as it walked along the road. Wildlife authorities say this happens all the time, despite repeated warnings to the general public to never feed the hitchhikers. Austin, Texas firefighters responded to 2 calls in 1 week from a factory where tortilla chips began spontaneously combusting. At last, I'm vindicated. Now my insurance company will finally believe my story of what actually happened in our rec room. Time for Nobody Gives a The Brady Bunch house is on the market for $2 million. Does that include AstroTurf in the backyard? Hey, Marcia. Nobody gives a Bristol Palin is joining the cast of MTV's Teen Mom. That's a joke in and of itself, so I don't need to actually come up with one about it. Hey, idiots from Alaska. Nobody gives a And new study says the average human will yawn around 250,000 times over the course of their life. 250,001 if you listen to facts like this. Hey, new studies. Nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.